Subs must have subs for channel blah. I'm a zombie. In case you didn't know, I'm a zombie. Hey, what's up, losers? It's your boy, the OGGM, the Scrub DM, the West Coast Grognard, the Idiot. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's the 4th day of October 2022. It's 70 degrees and sunny. And hey, did you know, in honor of Halloween, the Center for Disease Control has done a program for zombie preparedness to prepare you for the zombie apocalypse. The program started in 2015, ran to about 2020, was retired because there was something far more important going on in the world around 2020 that the CDC decided to invest its energy in instead of a zombie apocalypse preparedness guide, and then came back recently in the form of a graphic novel on the CDC website. Why would the CDC do a zombie preparedness, zombie apocalypse guide? Did you know that back in the early 2000s, once the whole zombie thing kind of started in movies and televisions, that on an average week, the CDC received almost 5,000 a week phone calls, emails, posts on their website about zombie apocalypses. The zombie thing had gotten so ingrained in the public unconsciousness worldwide and here in the United States that people were actually afraid a zombie apocalypse would happen. And on an average week around 2014, 2015, when the CDC first did this, they were receiving somewhere around 2,000 to 5,000 responses a week. Is this going to happen? How's it going to happen? What can we do to stop it? So, rather than being insulted or telling people to F off or or anything, the CDC decided to run with it. And their philosophy was, well, preparing for a zombie apocalypse is pretty much the same as preparing for any disaster. So why don't we create a program, tongue-in-cheek, talking about surviving a zombie apocalypse? But really what we're doing is telling you these are the things you should have in your home to prepare for an earthquake, a fire, a flash flood, an actual pandemic, like, say, I don't know, COVID. So they ran with it. They put out posters. They put up a pamphlet on the CDC website. They sent things to schools, 2015, 2016, 2017. If you, and this is about the time a certain TV show was getting popular too, Walking Dead. So there's movies, zombies were still pretty much a thing. So they had this program, and if anybody who went to the CDC website or contacted them, they would receive the link to the program. They would receive the pamphlet, and schools could receive the information stuff. Ugh, what do I have on my face? I always look horrible in this camera too. I don't know why. Maybe I just am horrible. No, I'm handsome. I mean, I'm so handsome. There's guys who farm my content. So this program ran to about 2020. You can still find the pamphlet and the information. It's hidden on the CDC website under their retired program section. But if you do enough fiddling, you can find it. I will have a link down below. There's now a graphic novel. The graphic novel started last year, and it's still running. It's up on the CDC site, and it basically tells a story about people trapped in a house and thinking there's going to be a zombie apocalypse and what to do for the zombie apocalypse. But again, it's tongue-in-cheek. You're gonna, the CDC is not telling you a zombie apocalypse is going to come, because the chances of a zombie apocalypse actually happening are, pretty slim. In fact, if you look at the list of the 10 things that are going to destroy the earth, while global pandemic is on the list, zombie apocalypse, but zombies exist. Well, yeah, there's a fungus and an insect, and there's some things that sort of do what zombies do. But the actual Walking Dead apocalypse, chances of that happening are pretty slim. But the CDC knew people were curious. So using this tongue-in-cheek, using this zombie paranoia, they presented you with a program of what to do, what to have ready in your house if a actual disaster happened. And, it's simple. It's, bottled water, food, spare clothing, have an escape route, have an agreed upon meeting place if you get separated, have ways to communicate that don't rely on just, cell phones. What if, in case the power goes out, make sure you have cell phone chargers, make sure, you have ways to contact people other ways, a light source. Yeah, I mean, if we go to the CDC website here at www.cdc.gov, you can see all the stuff, and you can see the things that they have prepared. If you go to CDC emergency.cdc.gov, you can see the emergency preparedness page link, the link to the crisis and emergency risk communications, the link to the now defunct preparedness zombie 101 apocalypse. But here on CDC/users/download/CDC, link down below, is the Preparedness Zombie Pandemic U.S. Department of Health and Human Services graphic novel. And if we go down to the end, we have the things that you should do for a zombie apocalypse. Water, food, flashlights, battery-powered or hand-crank radios, extra batteries, first aid kit, medications, multi-purpose supplies, sanitation, personal hygiene items, copies of personal documents, a cell phone with charger, a family disaster plan, extra cash, extra blankets, clothes, sleeping bags, maps, specific medical supplies, baby supplies, things to keep kids amused, supplies for your pets, extra keys for your house, an agreed upon meeting place, an escape route. I mean, yeah, these are all things that you would want to have for a zombie apocalypse, but really they're all things you'd want to have should anything happen in your life where you need to be prepared for disaster. And, that's earthquakes, that's fires, that's floods, that's power outages, that's volcanoes, that's pandemics, that's riots, that's, just anything that's affecting the world in a real place. The CDC has said, well, if you're going to call us and ask us about this, we're going to give you a tongue-in-cheek response to tell you what you need to do should an actual disaster fall on you. And yes, it's all common sense, but when you're panicking because a volcano has erupted and lava is rushing down towards you, you might not think. So here's a list. Bam. So the link down below, it's a little Halloween tongue-in-cheek fun for you guys before we get to whatever today's nonsense is. So thank you, CDC, for taking this paranoia that gripped us for so many years, and instead of turning it into a negative thing and like being angry or telling people you were stupid or whatever, you turn it into a positive thing. You turned it into yet another way to educate people for upcoming disasters. So what does this have to do with gaming? Nothing, though it would be a fun plot. If you were running a zombie survival game, you could give this out as a prop to all your players, or any survival or just any game set in modern day. It could be a fun thing to leave laying around, or just, it's just a tidbit, something and it's just fucking funny and cool, and interesting. And it's just all stuff we should know. I mean, disasters happen, so be prepared. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. If you appreciate this, let me know. If you never want me to talk about Halloween related hijinks, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to support the OGGM, it's not too late. It's the holidays, so you can support me by subscribing to my channel or buying my merch. Links down below to my West Coast Grognard fashion line and my exclusive content over at Big Geek Emporium. And of course, link down below to the CDC information if you want to see it for yourself. Till next time, brains. See ya.